What's going on, you guys? Welcome to another sick and lit edition of Russell Shade. We are back in the building to talk, of course, you already know, Pose Season 3, Episode 5, Something Borrowed, Something Blue. So once again, this episode kind of just blew me away. I was not expecting all the twists and the turns. I'm going to do a small recap just to, fill you girls in on whoever really hasn't seen the episode. But I got questions. So, at the beginning of the show, we see Elektra, and as we know, she's always fab. But this is like a whole different type of fab. This is just not ballroom fab and winning trophy fab Elektra. This is coined Elektra, okay? Elektra got coins, bitch. So pretty much, we have Elektra giving us, the viewer, kind of a recap on what she's been going through personally while we've been away, so to speak. And we learned that Elektra, although she's doing great in her own lane as far as owning, her own business when it comes to the phone sex industry, Elektra meets with her good Judy, Orlando. And Orlando is pretty much bringing Elektra up to speed on, what she's been doing, because Elektra is clocking that, Mrs. Orlando has, gotten work done. She's sporting certain brands and certain names and certain labels and things like that. And Elektra's like, girl, what are you doing? What are you up to? You've been getting a coin, honey. I kind of want a piece of the pie. So it's just like Orlando's like, well, girl, I'm going to tell you what I'm doing, but you may not necessarily be into it. We find out that Mrs. Orlando is working for the mob, working for the mafia, honey. I damn near thought it was the damn Sopranos, okay? We find out that both of the ladies, Elektra and Orlando, are getting themselves involved into laundering and cleaning money through their businesses. No shade for the girls owning businesses at this time period on the show. No shade, no tea. We find out that the girls are pretty much cleaning dirty money, and I'm guessing it's gonna be pretty easy. Well, seemingly. I'm guessing it was easy for Elektra because her business was already making coin anyway, as we saw from previous episodes, but now I'm guessing it would be easier for them to clean money through the phone sex industry. I'm guessing. I don't know how none of that works, but bitch, Elektra said that she was destined to be as rich as Scrooge McDuck, ain't it? Elektra stating that she went to a psychic and the psychic called her a reincarnation of Cleopatra, honey, and I guess she is, because she was serving all types of looks this episode, and it was really, really cute. So we fast forward to a part in the show where Blanca's getting her house cleaned out, and I honestly thought that Blanca was maybe going to be moving in with Elektra or something like that, and she really wasn't all that happy about it. But we find out that Elektra is gifting Blanca with a whole new layout, just a whole new interior, just couch, rug, table for the dining room where they always have their famous dinners together. And it's just like, wow, mother is really doing for her kids. She's really, really putting it on, honey. Of course, Elektra being shady, she said that Blanca's furniture was flea infested. Mother's doing all of this. Mother's providing. So while the girls are at the table, we have Elektra, you know what I'm saying, lavish, plush, getting all the girls gifts and everything, saying that she's got surprises and gifts for everyone. And this was shady because Lulu asked, she was like, okay, well, mother, what do you have for me? And Elektra was just like, a trip to a rehab. And it was just like, girl, here we go with the shade and the reads. And this time you could kind of feel that Lulu was just like over it, because it's kind of like been her whole rap, especially for season 3, no shade, no tea. She's, just been drugged through the mud with, sniffing the powder and doing all different types of drugs and things like that. And Elektra can still tell that she's not, clean, so to speak. And Lulu is just like, I'm over it. You girls keep on judging me. You girls keep on giving me the third degree. And I'm happy. Why can't you guys just be happy for me? I got a man now. And Electra's just like, who's this man? And she's like, it's Jerome. And they find out that it's Jerome from the club. And it's just like, Electra's just like, child, has the pipe damaged your judgment? Has the pipe just like fried your brain pretty much? And they kind of went back and forth, but you could just really tell that Lulu is over it. And I'm thinking that in episodes to come, maybe, I hope not, but I think that something maybe is going to happen between her and Elektra. But Lulu also too expresses to the ladies that it's just like, none of you guys have taken the time to really ask me, how I felt about Candy and, her passing. She's telling them that it's been really hard for her, and nobody really knows like what she goes through, because Candy was her A1 day one ride or die, ace in the hole. So I get that. No shade, no tea. And now you kind of see that Lulu and Angel are forming like that good Judy everyday girlfriend relationship. So I do get where Lulu is coming from, but Elektra's just like, girl, we done all been through the hurt of losing Candy, but it didn't drive us to doing what you're doing. So it's just like, I kind of see where the girls are coming from, but no shade. To lose somebody is really hard. I mean, I lost my best friend, although I didn't resort to doing the powders and things like that. I mean, it still does affect you. And I mean, I deal with my depressions by dancing and voguing and stuff like that. That segment was touching to me. I was feeling that segment. But in all, Blanca was telling the girls that they needed to just support Lulu, support, what I'm saying, the fact that she was happy that she had a man now, and not bring her down, because we're still in the same family and same circle. And so Blanca goes on to make a toast, and I was really feeling Blanca's toast as well, because she stated that, we have a business mogul, we have a model, we have an accountant and a future nurse right here all at one table as trans women, as black trans women, coming together, and we making moves. And so I thought that was cute. And then we get to Angel making her announcement about her getting married to Poppy, telling the girls that she wanted it at the city hall, okay, and she didn't want it to be like really, really big and lavish. She just wanted it to be small, intimate, and exclusive. The New Year's wedding. Elektra is just like, hell no, bitch. This is going to be the wedding of your dreams, bitch, and the wedding of all of our dreams, bitch, okay? This wedding is going to be the wedding of the ballroom community's dreams, trans girls all over the world, bitch, okay? Surmising that there was not a real representation or a presence of, trans women getting married. Elektra's just like, no, girl, we have an opportunity here. We're going to blow this through the water. And she's just pretty much like, mother is going to pay for everything with her illegal coin. No shade, no tea. Elektra is a boss, honey. She's a mob boss. And so Elektra's just like, fuck it. I'm going to pay for all of this. For me, this is where the episode kind of takes a turn. Its first turn. Okay, the episode takes its first turn right around here. Because Angel tells Poppy about her day, or her night, so to speak, with Elektra and Blanca and hanging out with Lulu. And she's just like, Elektra's gonna pay for everything. It's pretty much just like, Poppy's just like, what? I thought we had a plan here. I thought we wanted this to be small. I thought we wanted this to be intimate. I thought we wanted this to be, just between like me and you, with not, a lot of people getting involved with the wedding. How is it gonna look if, seemingly I can't provide, or I can't like pay for certain things, or I can't do this and I can't do that? And you can kind of tell that Poppy has like this men mentality that he's supposed to do everything and provide. And although that is true, I mean, I don't have anything against whatever you want to call it, toxic masculinity, testosterone, or a man being a man and actually providing. I don't have a problem with that. I would like to consider myself one of those persons. But I kind of think that Poppy is kind of overthinking it, because, during the whole aspect of that time that you're getting married, leading up to the time that you're gonna, walk down the aisle, you have family members and friends, wanting to gift you things. Maybe not pay for the entire wedding, but, it does happen. No shade, no tea. So I think that, he was just not maybe being, I don't know, thankful that that was happening. You guys let me know how you feel about that in the comment section below. Was Poppy overreacting to Elektra wanting to pay for their wedding and get Angel's dress and the whole 9 yards? I mean, Poppy and Angel did have a plan, and it sounded pretty good, but Mother Drug Boss, okay, Mother Italian Boss over here is just like, no, honey, I'm gonna pay for it. And so Angel tells Poppy about all of that, and Poppy is just kind of like, yeah. Angel and Poppy, they do kind of get into it, and Angel kind of storms off, and immediately the next cut, the next scene. I'm sorry if I'm looking down too much, you guys. I'm kind of like looking at my notes here that I wrote on a mail envelope. Okay, anyway, Poppy goes to confront Elektra. Mind you, Elektra decked out in the office, looking like a boss. Elektra serves boss the entirety of this episode, bitch. Boss, period. We have a scene where Poppy confronts Elektra, Blanca's in the background, and it's just like Poppy is furious. He's irate that, Elektra would even think to do something like this. Or, what about him? How is it gonna make him look? You know what I'm saying? And Elektra's just like, child, calm down, honey. I'm her mother, and I'm supposed to be cool with you as well. It's a gift. I want this is something I want to do, and I understand that you want to be a man, but honey, it's just like you're doing too much. And I just kind of, I don't know. I kind of agree with Elektra a little bit, but I think that also too, would Elektra have been doing all of this if she was not in bed with the damn mob bosses, with the crime bosses? Poppy and Elektra actually did hug it out. They talked a little bit more. Blanca got up to explain how she felt about the situation, and she tried to reassure Poppy that this would be a okay move. You know what I'm saying? This was going to be shared with the community, but the day was still about them in essence. No shade, no tea. And so they patch things up. I love how Poppy gives you that aspect of still being a real house child. He argues with his parents, but they also make up. And in this scene, he kind of hugs it out with Elektra, and I just love that about him. He's like the only character that honestly kind of does that. And so, yeah, I like that about Poppy. No shade, no tea. And we get to the scene where we are actually at the bridal dress shop, and the girls are absolutely losing it. It's all white. It's elegant. It's lavish. It's it's really luxurious, and it's just like, wow. They ate it back in the day, bitch. Like, I'm just thinking about this being, what is it, 1990, 1994? Thinking about New York, and I'm just like, damn, it was popping back in the day. I mean, shit don't even look like that now. Like, I mean, everything is so automated and LED and damn computerized now that, I mean, back then it's like you actually had to put into your business and your establishment, and it was laid, and everybody was looking good, and you had Lulu just in the place talking about if she could, do you think if she could boost one of the dresses? And it's just like, girl, you're in here thinking about stealing the dresses, and Elektra is just like, no, honey, we are not stealing anything. We are buying. We came here to buy this place out, to spend, to drop a coin. Angel is trying on dresses, and the ladies are giving her feedback, thumbs up, thumbs down, yes or no. And then we get to one scene where the girls are like, you know what, bitch? Angel do look good, but we kind of all deserve to maybe try these dresses on and feel like we're getting married as well. And a good old Elektra, bitch, with her ideas, she summons the guys to bring them, dresses. And so they're all in there posing. They're all in there giving the girls what they need, spinning around in the bridal dress shop, posing and serving in wedding dresses. And it feels like they did this for about a good 10 minutes. But while the girls are getting dresses, doing dress fittings and seeing what they're going to be doing, Poppy gets a visit from a old friend. I thought maybe it was like a sister or something like that, or a relative from back in the day. But he gets a visit from the sister of the girl that he used to date back in the day. And I'm guessing, of course, that this was before the ballroom scene. But you have Poppy being hit with the news and information that one, his ex-girlfriend passed away, of course, because of drugs. Hello. And two, that he has a son, and his son is 5 years old, and the son has been living with the sister of the mother who passed away, and it's just like, bitch, I'm about to get married in a couple 2-3 weeks, and you come and tell me this. And so it's just like automatically you can see on Poppy's face that he is just like, he can't believe that all of this is going on. And the reason I say that the lady passed away because of drugs, and the reason I said it the way I said it, I wasn't trying to be shady. I just thought about it. I was like, oh my God, they probably thought I was trying to be shady. Drugs have just taken over everybody in this entire show, honey, period, okay? I mean, of course, we know that that was in Poppy's past. Angel is dealing with that now. Lulu is on the rockers, okay? I think the only one that probably really ain't done nothing is Blanca. I feel like I'm missing something, though. Did we go back to a scene where the girls were at the bridal shop and Elektra tries to purchase the dress, and that guy came out? Oh my God. Elektra was getting ready to buy the dress for Angel. Angel had found her dress. Boom. There's the dress. Oh. Angel found the dress that she wanted, and everybody agreed that it was beautiful. And so the designer, I'm guessing the designer and the owner of whatever came out, and he wanted to thank Elektra for buying the dress. But my thing was, I thought if it was the designer, then the designer wouldn't really have any control over who sells the dress. I don't know. But anyway, this penguin comes out, waddling out, and he's like, he wants to meet, the mother of the bride that's going to be purchasing the dress. And, Blanca stands up and says that she's the mother, but Elektra's going to be the one that's going to be purchasing the dress. And the man is just like, what is this? You've got to be kidding me over here. What shenanigans are these? And I'm just like, oh, wait a minute. What do you mean? What's going on here? What's about to happen? And it's just like, I didn't even think that the girls were so done in this scene. I wasn't thinking that this old white man who deal with bridal dresses was going to clock the girls. I mean, I did not think he was going to be able to clock them at the least. And he was just like, we're selling bridal dresses to real women. I won't sell these dresses to you all. We're not going to make a mockery of these dresses. And I'm just like, bitch, I'm just like, wait a minute, what? This old man done clocked the girls and didn't want to be prejudiced and all types of just, not even sell to the girls. He told them that their money was no good there. He said that he did not want their money. And it's just like, Elektra is not snapped, number one. And she's trying to be, the better person here in the situation. She's like, sir, all you have to do is swipe the plastic, honey. You don't have to like us. You don't have to fuck with us. Just take the money. We just want the dress. Purr. And that man is just like, I wouldn't take this money if you were giving me thousands and thousands and millions of dollars. And so Elektra read him. She gave him a classic read. I could not even begin to repeat what the hell she said, okay? But Elektra read that man for filth, bitch. And then the man turned around and tried to tell the other guy that was working there to get ready for his next client. And the guy was like, no, honey, you get ready for the next client. I quit. And the guy was just like, I mean, how could you not tell that the other guy that was helping you was LGBTQ? LGBT. Okay, I said it right. I just said it too fast. I'm sorry, you guys. Because the people will let you hold it, bitch. Okay. I was just trying to figure out, like, how could you think you was going to talk to trans women like that in front of somebody that was gay? I mean, because if I was there and I was working for the establishment, I wouldn't have let that shit went down like that either. I was just like, sir, you're doing a little bit too much, and while you're doing that, you can find yourself somebody else that work here. Period, point blank, boom. And so, yeah, that's the part that I was kind of jumping all over the place. I'm probably going to do that again, too. No shade, no tea. Let's be back up to Poppy actually meeting his son. It was a small connection here. You had the son telling Poppy that he was in the process of building a house for his mother in heaven. And he said something to the effect of talking to strangers or something like that. And, I'm thinking that Poppy, it really hit him because his son pretty much called him a stranger. Although his son don't know him, so hell, you can't really get mad at the kid, but it was a really emotional moment for Poppy. He cried, he hugged his son, and you can just tell it's something that Poppy wants in his life. It's just like, bitch, this is my kid, and I want to be a father. This could possibly change my life, in the process of all of this. So I'm here for it. Poppy wanting to be a stand-up dad and wanting to help out. The mother is no longer on the planet anymore. So it's just like, what do you do? Just say no? So you guys, we get to a segment in the episode where Elektra is getting ready to have a meeting with Don Corleone, Vinny Vidi Vici, the mob boss that she's affiliated with, laundering money and things. We're at a whole new level, honey. You got this beefy hunk on the bed, the guy that she's been fooling around with, the guy that she's been paying for. She's pretty much tired of him. She's saying he's not intellectual. She can't have a conversation with him. She's been feeding him all of these expensive types of meats and organs and dinners and things like that. Pumping up their B12 and their omega 5s and 6s and shit like that. And so Elektra is just like, bitch, I'm over it, bitch. You gotta go. And he's just like, I'm falling in love with you. And she's just like, well, here, child, bye. This is what it feels like. And it kind of feels good to be on the other side of the spectrum. And so she is getting ready for a meeting with the mob bosses. She's downstairs and they're telling her that, what she has going on is doing really good. They're expanding and she's opening places here and there, and the money's being cleaned and everything's going great. And so she's talking to them, and this is like in mafia swag. Like the two guys are sitting on one side and she's sitting on the other side, and she's just like bossed up, and she's telling them that she was disrespected and she wants to handle a guy, that same guy that disrespected them at the bridal store and wouldn't sell them their dress. And they're just like, well, girl, if we go to do something to him, he's gonna know that it was you in retaliation. You were just there looking at the dress. And Elektra's just like, I just don't want that one dress, bitch. We want them all, bitch, okay? We want you to clean him out. We want everything in that entire bridal shop. And she's just like, I know once you get the dresses, you can push some of the dresses off to some of your clients' daughters and things like that. And so the one guy is like, Elektra, are you sure you aren't Italian? And I could see Elektra as a boss, but no shade, no tea. It's just like she's already been investigated once, and the police, I don't know, probably are still looking at her ass. I really don't know, but Elektra's been through a couple of things with the feds here or there throughout the seasons, and so even though she's gotten rid of that body, this would definitely give them reason to look into what she's doing if anything were to come back to bite her in the ass. But anywho, it's Angel's Bachelorette Weekend Extravaganza. Elektra has once again bitten the bullet and just put her money towards everything. She has rented out or bought out an entire spa so that the girls could get exfoliated. Elektra don't want no cracked skin at this event. We have the girls at the spa, and you're talking about the treatments of Wong, okay? They are getting mud baths and getting nails done, getting massages, body rubs, sitting in saunas. Lulu was in a sauna. We are at Angel's Bachelorette Weekend. We are finishing things up, and we cut to a scene where Elektra has this grand layout because at the spa she told Angel that she was gonna have something really special for her, and Angel was like, "Is my girls gonna be there? Is Aphrodite gonna be there? And this and this and that." And she's naming off people from the ballroom scene, her other girlfriends. And so Electra's like, yes, honey, we're gonna have a entire layout. All of the girls are gonna be there, and you are going to gag. We get to a scene where all of the ladies, I'm talking about Mrs. Orlando, Elektra, Blanca, Lulu, even Leomi. Leomi was in this scene, and I thought I saw Sanaya as well, but I'm not too for sure. But Sanaya, what's going on, girl? This was a really good scene. All of the women were at the table in honor of Angel, and everybody, were making toast, and Blanca stood up and, she let everybody know how thankful she was for this moment. Elektra is there decked out in this like green and gold ensemble where she's got like chains hanging everywhere, and it was just really fab. Everybody looked really, really good this scene in this segment. And so Angel makes a toast, Blanca said what she said, and then I'm just gonna cut to the chase. Out of nowhere, bitch, I was thinking to myself, what did Elektra do with all them damn dresses that she told the men to get? Here we go. Elektra stands up and is just like, you girls are not only gonna be, invited to one of the fattest weddings of all time, honey, within the gay community and beyond, but you're also going to be decked out with your very own, not bridesmaid's dress, not maids of honor dress, or whatever type of dress you want to call it. These women are all getting their own wedding dresses, bitch. Yes! From the place that Elektra had the men get them dresses from that bridal shop. It's dresses coming from everywhere, bitch. Pulling dresses from the kitchen. They got dresses coming from upstairs, from the foyer, and they're just bringing dresses down. And all of the girls are at the table fanning out, hollering, going crazy. Elektra also had them to go to a strip club. I got my girls good food, good dinner, good wine, got money in the bank. I'm a mob boss now. And so I'm going to treat all the girls out to the strip club. And to me, them strippers, I mean, I'm really not here to judge the strippers. I won't. But the highlighted stripper, although they made it seem like he had like a really big piece, I was just like, there was just like no body. It was almost like he was bloated a little bit. Like, he, just got up there and freestyle and start doing this shaking thing. And even Angel was like, child, just take this money. It was a cute scene though. All the girls there giggling and hollering and everything, throwing men some money and stuff like that. Running to the stage, Lulu going a complete fool. It was cute to see the girls kind of like let their hair down and all of that. But here we go. When the show takes another turn, here we go. So we get back to Poppy and Angel's house, and Poppy is actually on the couch. I think he's smoking a blunt, smoking a joint, or something like that. And you could just tell that, he is kind of like in the zone of, what the hell am I going to do? How am I going to break this to Angel? Blah, 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 blah. And so Angel walks through the door from having her fabulous night. I mean, she's on cloud 9, honey. And so he's sitting there and he's like, Angel, I got something to tell you. And she's just like, oh my God, here we go. What is it? What's wrong? You don't want to marry me, do you? My God, girl, no, I want to marry you. But I got a visit from so-and-so today, and I found out that my ex-girlfriend passed away, and I also found out that she left something behind. What she left behind was a child, and he is my child. And you could just see Angel's face like crack. He starts explaining to her, what his name is, and how old he is, and she is kind of automatically on the defense, like, and Angel is expressing, like, why did the girl and or her sister wait so long to tell you about the baby? Angel is expressing that this could all be some great scam. Everybody knows that you have a career now, that you have literally blown up overnight. And a lot of people know that you're living a better life. You have coins now. So how do we know that these girls aren't coming back into your life with this son just solely trying to get a coin? And you could clearly see that Angel is over it. Not only that, she's also expressing to Poppy that she's still dealing with sobriety. She has urges sometimes, and it's really, really hard for her. And I totally get where she's coming from when she says that she doesn't really know if she can control herself around a child. She doesn't even want to put herself in that predicament. And like I said, Angel is just cracked. And I mean, not cracked out of her mind, but her emotion, face, mental status, her heart, everything is just cracked right now. And on the other hand, you got Poppy over here literally begging Angel not to leave because clearly, if we saw the episode, she was putting her clothes back on and putting her coat back on, getting ready to leave as soon as he told her this. And you could just tell that both of them are in a whirlwind. But we pan out on a scene of Poppy actually on his knees begging Angel not to go, not to leave him. And she's just like, I can't do this right now. Clearly, I didn't think she was going to break up with him and call off the marriage right then and right there. I thought she was maybe going to go stay with Elektra or Blanca to go clear her mind and tell her girls, what was going on. But you still have her leaving Poppy just distraught like that in the middle of the floor on his knees, literally weeks, I'm guessing, before they're gonna get married. And although this is a bombshell to just drop on someone, but what is Poppy supposed to do in his situation? This is why I ask you all, what would you do? Like, how would you go about this situation? Is Poppy overreacting? Is Angel doing too much? Do you think they could truly come together and raise a child with everything that they've been through? Do you think that they're ready for a child? Do most of you maybe agree with Angel saying that point blank period, she's just not ready to be a mother right now, period? Or do you guys agree with Poppy, saying that I'm going to do whatever I can do to be in my son's life, and if I fail trying, at least I can say I tried, no shade. And so that was really, really interesting. Like, the end of this episode really just gave me the 1-2 punch, honey. Just really knocked me out. But the key of this episode was definitely Mrs. Elektra and Mrs. Orlando for this episode. Are you guys here for what Elektra is doing? Do you possibly think she's going to get caught up again, okay, with the feds and in the system? Mama has been spending money left and right. She was spending money this entire episode. No shade. Got to give props where props is due. This was another good episode to me. Although I kind of wish we were maybe a little bit focusing more on ballroom and ballroom culture. I know this is something that goes along with the life. And a lot of people say that, Ryan Murphy and the directors and cast kind of pulled from a real life story from some trans women up in New Jersey and New York. And I totally get that. But child, I want to see the council. Let me stop. Anyway, you guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this recap to Pose Season 3, Episode 5, Something Borrowed and Something Blue. Next week, I think the title of the episode is going to be Something Borrowed and Something New. So it definitely fits, and it definitely goes along with this whole wedding theme and catastrophe. No shade, no tea. Definitely don't forget to comment, like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Don't forget to hit that bell notificaciones. The bell icon will notify you and update you on when I upload more content such as this to the channel. And I will see y'all in the next one. Thanks so much for hanging out. Peace.